When you know the story, when you know what you're telling and what you're doing, the technical part will come along. It goes hand in hand. So it makes me realize that I should never, ever sing a song without telling the story, not even in your singing lesson when you're working technically, because it goes hand in hand. So that was an eye-opener for me, and I'm sure I will never sing a song without telling the story anymore.
I've never been through a masterclass like this before, where everything comes together and you can incorporate the acting with the singing. It was really great to do that. It was not easy to do that, but it gives you new tools to go on with the songs you are rehearsing, and it gives you new tools to approach them in another way than I was used to.
There's always, if you do an acting course, you're very stuck in, we're working on a scene or improvisation, or it's very the acting alone. And then if you try to take that to your own world and back on stage and try to develop a song, somehow it's a world apart from that. And it was super refreshing to have those two worlds connect in one course, to have the singing and the acting and work on a song, first of all mostly acting and emotionally and trying to feel it, and then connecting that with a singing technique, which then I actually kind of works super natural, because the acting totally helps the singing technique.
That was the moment actually when I realized that the acting was helping the singer. I'm a singer, and Elisabeth integrated that, actually, the acting in the singing. And the fun part was that when I left, I forgot all about singing technique. It's integrated. You have two very talented women in front of you, and they both know what they're talking about. And so you feel really carried by them.
Elisabeth Seffold and Esther come together, and they work with two disciplines in a remarkable way. It really all comes together. So you really feel at home in acting and at home in singing at the same time. And that's amazing.
That was also the combination of which Elisabeth said, and then when Esther took it over and make it more physically, like for the singing, and back to the playing, and again, and it's all the same. But and you knew it, I knew it, but now really again, next phase.
Because sometimes you use the sense memory technique to lift up a line or to give it a bit of an emotional impact, but Elisabeth makes you sing from your box of tricks. She makes you sing from a song that's filled with personal memories, and that's such an enrichment that really changes the whole deal.
So you get to a place where everything gets connected, and then you get to connect it to the music, and even the emotion that comes up even helps the music. So things musically that I've been trying to do because they're written, for example, but that I always have difficulty to do, just became natural because of the connecting with the emotions that are real.
There was not really a difference between analyzing a song or analyzing, let's say, a scene or a dialogue.
We really worked in steps, so that was very clear. So every day was different, and that was very fun.
I always felt broken on the second day. I was like, wow, I'm so open right now, and there's all this stuff going on. And then coming in this morning on the last day, I was like, I don't know how to make a performance out of this. I feel so raw. And Elisabeth had this sort of this magic ingredient, and suddenly there was a performance, and suddenly I was, I wasn't just being raw on stage, I was actually telling a story, and everybody reacted in such a beautiful way. There's like a cake or something, so I was like baking a cake.
Yeah, it's a discovery. It's a real journey.